I'm going to be surviving 100 days on a deserted island in hardcore Minecraft. There are only two rules in this video. Rule number one, there is no leaving the island. I cannot use a boat at all. And rule number two is no dying. Join me on my adventure as I turn this lonely island into a thriving but still lonely village. But without further ado, I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so we are going to be surviving on a deserted island in hardcore Minecraft. This is my 100% is my first attempt, I promise you. I cannot respawn. I cannot restart this challenge. If I die, that's the end of the challenge. I will not make another world, I promise. All jokes aside though, I did spend probably about an hour and a half on this island, but on a different world. And I died to a skeleton on day 3. I do know that, hello chickens, I need to keep you guys safe. It's very important I keep you safe. I do know that there are some chests in here. So I'm not going to waste any time and get the chests. At least, although I wasted an hour and a half of my life, it wasn't a waste. It was preparation for this run over here. And if I remember correctly, the chest should be around here somewhere. Here he is. Perfect. That does give us a nice little boost though. We've got 5 iron to get us started. The most important things I need to do for day 1 is set up a little chicken farm. And I need to light the island up as well. We need seeds. I need to get seeds before these chickens just disappear off into the distance. Right, we've got 1 seed. That will do for now. Let's lure these chickens into their new home. Hello, friends. Come with me. I have a nice opportunity for you guys. It will benefit all of us greatly. Especially me. Not so much you guys, but me definitely. Just come in to your new home. Perfect. You can stay right here. Right, we've got chicken pen set up, which is a lot quicker than we did on the last run. We do need more seeds to get them, you know, doing their magic, making love and all that sort of thing. Let's go and destroy some grass and get some seeds going. I'm not going to lie. I was absolutely heartbroken when I died. I literally died to a skeleton. I'm such a noob at Minecraft. What I was saying before is that I've literally only ever done one hardcore world, and that was the last attempt I did, and I died on day 3. Perfect. Perfecto. We have a good amount of seeds now. We can start breeding our chickens. I don't want to waste all the day getting seeds and things. I need to get some coal and get this island lit up. There should be some coal down here. Yeah, there is. Perfect. Let's get this coal. Then we can crack on with getting the island lit up and do the actual important things, the basic things, without dying on day 3. Okay, perfect. So, oh, what are you doing out here? Come with me. Come with me, please. Be my guest. I will return you with your family now. I promise. Come in. Come in. Are you guys ready to breed again? No. Right. So, the time is 6 o'clock nearly. Almost nightfall. We've got 17 coal. That there is a beautiful amount of torches we can have. Right, we've got over a stack of torches now. Let's place these around here so it gets nice and lit up so we don't have any mobs spawn. There is a river sort of separating the two parts of the island, so I'm just going to focus on this part of the island for now. Getting this all safe and sound. We can focus on the other side later on once we're a bit more set up. I will not be making the same mistake I did last time. If I see a mob, I know it's quite boring and you might say some horrible things to me. But if I see a mob, I'm just going to ignore it. Let it do its thing. Let nature take its course. The aim of the game of this series is surviving a deserted island in hardcore Minecraft. It's not fighting for 100 days on a deserted island in Minecraft. We got 2 apples. So I'm going to get my energy back up. I'm going to use some of our precious... Oh, sorry about that, mate. I'm going to use some of our precious iron that we got to make an iron axe. And chop some trees down just to get basic resources going while we're waiting for these things to be done in the background. We have got 10 seeds though, which I do kind of want to make a small little farm area so we have 2 sources of food coming in. Let's quickly make ourselves a little shovel so that we can clear out and flatten this grass area around here. Look at that side of the island. You don't want to go on that side of the island. I just seen about 3 creepers there. Let's make ourselves a little hoe as well. I need to stop sprinting around like a madman. I need to conserve this energy. If my Minecraft calculations are correct, you can make a 9x9 farm with one water source. See, this is where it comes in handy to have insane Minecraft knowledge. Is a sentence that probably no one has ever said. Wow, that's sad. They're preying on me already. I could tell. You're not slick, mate. I can see you. I don't want to get cocky though, because I did that last attempt and look where we are. On attempt 2. We've run out of grass, but for now, this will do. Seeing as we've only got about 10 seeds. Probably less now, because I'm going to breed these chickens. Really going to make me come in just for 2 eggs. Look at that. 2 chickens from 2 eggs. That's what you call great real estate. Brilliant. I like the progress that we've made so far in day 1. We've got a chicken farm going. We've got a sort of a wheat farm going. We've got plenty of wood. But that is way more progress than I did on the last attempt. Look at these sneaky little buggers around here, look. They think they're slick, that I don't notice them. But I wanted to note that you will notice that there is land around this island. The whole idea is that we're shipwrecked. We don't have a boat. So I can't just go out and venture onto the other islands. Now, I do know that I do need to make a plan of action what I want to do next. I think our best bet is to get a little bit of food and go down into a mine, unfortunately, and try and get some iron. Right, I actually give up. I don't think there's any more chests in there. I can't moan too much though, because I did get some iron, some gold, and a treasure map which I'm never going to use. Maybe we get some more chickens from these eggs. 1, 2. We got 1 chicken. What I'm going to do is I'm going to peacefully put an end to these chickens' lives just to get some food. Right, I've got 2 stone pickaxes. I think a good little idea would be to go and chop some more trees down. That was incredibly close. That would have been it over again. But anyways, what I was saying is chop some more trees down to see if we can get some apples to take with us as well. Because I want to go down into the mine and come back when I've got quite a good amount of iron. And in fact, while we're over here, we can place some torches down to make this area a little bit more safe. There's another chicken here. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. So we've basically deforested this whole entire area over here, apart from a couple of trees. We'll knock these big boy trees down and see if they want to drop us any more apples. But so far, we've got 10 apples we could take with us down into the mine and 2 pieces of chicken. I'm going to go back and put a few things in the chest, like the saplings and the things that we don't need to take down in the mine with us. And then we're going to go down into the mine. And my aim is I need to get a full set of iron armour so I don't get 3-shotted by a skeleton again. I'm literally going to set the mine up not far away from where we've got our little base of operations. I'm going to put 1 torch because I don't want to waste too many and start digging down. And if I remember correctly, the best place to find iron is apparently Y level 16. So I'm not leaving the mine until I come back up with at least enough to make a full set of iron armour. That way we'll be a little bit more protected and I can actually confront some of the mobs, because I do need to make a bed. I need to get a bed so I can get my head down at night. Once I get a full set of iron armour, iron tools and a bed, I can confidently say that we'll make it to day 100. But right now my confidence isn't that great. I died on day 3 last time. We're at day 2 currently. So touch wood, we'll make it. Just remember that I do need to place at least 1 torch. I've got 5 torches. I need to place torches so mobs don't spawn. Else they're going to come from behind. And no one wants that. We are down to my last torch now. I really need to run into some coal. If I don't, I'm quite done for. My pickaxe is going to break any moment now. I did bring 1 spare with me. And we've got the materials to make more anyway, so it's not too much of an issue. The only issue we got right now is I need to absolutely find coal. Right, we're on the level that iron spawns best on, apparently. We'll find that out for ourselves, though, won't we? The most productive way to do this would be to find a cave, because you can get so many materials there, but it's just not worth the risk. I'm a noob at Minecraft. I haven't got the skills to be going in caves with no armour and stone tools. We have found ourselves a little bit of coal. It's given me a glimmer of hope. Not too much though, because Ideally, I wanted iron, but at least we can make more torches now. I think we have found a geode. Maybe. Just maybe. Yes. Look at that. I feel refreshed. I've been mining for about 15 minutes trying to find some iron. Let's just hope that there's no mobs down here. Watch it though. We'll get down and mine it and it'll be one piece of iron. Here we go. The moment of truth. And it... Oh. Not just one, but two. 2 pieces of iron. Wow. That makes me feel great. Straight back to strip mining. Here we go. Which way it is, I have no idea. It sounds like it's up. There's only one way to find out. It sounds like it's straight on somewhere. We're definitely getting closer. I can hear a zombie as well though. Now I don't want to get baited by a cave. So we do this smartly, efficiently, and keep it to minimal risk. Right. We have found the source of water. It's definitely a cave opening. This could get dangerous. Let's keep it nice and lit up here. Well, there's literally nothing here, so that was a waste of time, wasn't it? Oh well, we keep going. I can literally hear a zombie through that wall and a skeleton. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared, people. But this is a good opportunity. It sounds like they might be right here. Let's be... Oh my god. Oh my god. Right, what do we do? What do we do, chat? Hey, chat. Right. We can do this. Right. Just be careful. Regen our health. And we go back. That's not what I need. Oh. Skeleton killed him. Got a music disc. Nice. Okay. It's one spider. Let's regen our health. Those bones would be quite useful. Gunpowder. What disc is it? Do I even want to keep it? Well, I'm going to have to. Just for the culture. Spiders are usually not the problem. Okay. Let's go up and try... Oh! We have iron, people. Let's deal with this spider. Please, don't hurt me. Okay. He's gone. That's good. We need that string. We can drop the axe. Need to keep the string for the bed. Get the iron. What I'm actually going to do in a moment is I'm going to go down here. I need to get that iron over there. I'm going to make some armor with the iron that I've got now. Just make it safe here though. Right, we've set a base. Let's smelt this iron and get a couple bits of armor on the go. So with the iron that we've got in here, we'll be able to make a chest plate. And once we get that iron down there, we'll be able to make some boots. Brilliant. Let's make ourselves a chest plate. And how much armor does that actually give us? 3 pieces of armor. That's decent. That is quite good. That's better than nothing. I'm really scared about this creeper down here. I'm not going to lie. I'll be able to deal with him. I'll be able to do it. Okay, let's go down. Let's do this. We can do this. It's just one creeper. I hope. And a skeleton. And an enderman. And a baby zombie. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Don't panic. You've got this, mate. Okay. Okay. Right. He's gone. Big boy zombie. Place the torch here. Bang. Bang. 2 down. Where have they gone? I see that skeleton. I can hear a slime, I think. Here's the creeper. Creeper. There's more zombies up there. Look. 2 baby zombies. Now this is going to be a dangerous mission. I'm really not liking this. Right, if we go down... Right, the baby zombies coming. If we can just do this and lure them all one by one. I know it's boring, but it's safe. Oh my god. A chicken and a baby zombie. I have to be careful with that skeleton. Baby zombie. Hello, friend. Sorry. We just do this. It sounds like there's a lot of mobs over there. Just need that creeper to come over and see me. Creeper. There's 2 creepers. Shit. Oh my god. Oh. At least there's more iron. That was close. We have to be careful because we're running out of durability. Let's chop down. Block this off. All good. Now we can get this iron. It's about tactical maneuvers. And taking your time. Claiming a piece of land each time. See now we should have. See now we've got 10 more pieces of iron. 13 pieces of iron we can use. Let's go back up. Get whatever remaining coal we've got in the furnace. Then we can get back to business. I know I'm playing very conservative. I'm very aware of that. But I do not want to be taking any risks. Once we get this little boring hurdle over and done with, then we can start playing properly. Right, there's more iron. There's a creeper. Okay. That's him gone. This axe is going to break very soon. Let's make a pair of leggings. See, now we're up to, what, 5.5 armor pieces. Beautiful. Boots have been acquired. We're getting suited up, boys. But I'm going to stay humble, eh? I'm not going to get too cocky and confident, because that could be the bane of my life. I see 3 more iron sources. We need to get all of them, really. We just dig down, go underneath, and we're not taking too much of a risk. The enemy is literally right above me right now. Another 4 pieces of iron, 5 including that one. Maybe we can bait them in here through this hole. I see that skeleton. He's trying to aimbot me. Okay. He did a lot less damage then, which is good. Good news. Boom. Just like that, we have a full set of iron armor. There is more iron that I do want to collect as well, and I do want to explore here. So I want to get my big boy pants on and go out and face the enemy. Actually, hold that thought. I need to get this 1 piece of iron first. Then I can make an axe. Right. I am confident. I'm ready to start. Let's just deal with these baddies here, look. A few big boys over here. Just pick them off one by one. And start to light up the place. Right. They're just going to carry on spawning and spawning if I don't hurry up. That's the only problem. The source of the problem seems to be over there. Just for the minute, let's block this off. Get this iron. We've got to stay vigilant though, boys. We cannot let our guard down. Keeping our eyes peeled at all times. I could do with some more coal. We're down to the nitty gritty with the coal situation right now. We've got 2 torches left. Right, let's go back around. Let's see what's around this way. It looks like a big old cave. Does this big old cave have any coal? I'll tell you what we can do, boys and girls. We've got what we need so far. What we needed and came down here for, we have achieved. So, let's go back up to the surface. We can get some more coal. And we can come back down here soon. What we don't want to do is bite off more than we can chew. And lose everything. We'll get back up to the surface just in time for another new day. And we'll come back down after a nice reset. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to announce we have made it day 4. Which is better than we did on the last attempt. And this will be the only attempt. Because we're going to smash it. We're going to make it to day 100. Look at that. The sun is shining. It is a beautiful day. The island is looking lovely. We have our first piece of wheat as well. Things are going well. Hello, chicken friends. It's time for you guys to make love. Have fun. Enjoy it. Let's go in and get an egg. There's a few eggs here, actually. No. We have an escapee. Sorry, my friend. You sealed your own fate. It's a sad day and a sad moment. Let's have a quick gander around the island and see if we can spot any coal. Is this just going to take me back out to the surface? It's a very good sized island as well. But what I should be doing really is harvesting the sugarcane and moving it closer to the actual main base area so we can start getting some sugarcane farming going on, which we can use for paper to start enchanting things in the future. We need to make this area more safe and sound for us as well, because there is a bit of a risk that I fall to my death. And I do not want that at all. Right, I've spotted us a nice little bit of coal over there. Currently underwater, fetching ourselves some coal. I don't know why. It might just be because I'm overthinking everything, because of the fact that it's hardcore. But everything just seems so much harder. Getting the simple things like coal and iron just seems 10 times harder, and everything just seems scarier. I'm gonna be brave. Have a look and see what's in this cave down here. Is there any air pockets or anything? Doesn't look like it. Right, let's go back up. I'm gonna take damage. Okay, we took 2 hearts of damage. That's okay. Let's just go back up to the surface. Our iron should be smelted by now as well. I think the next plan of action is going to be to get our little home set up. Just somewhere we can keep our head down. Lay low if we need to. I've got 11 iron spare. Let's make an iron pickaxe. And we're in the Iron Age now. What I'm thinking is that we build the little house up here on the little perch here so we can have a good view of the island. Let's go down and get some more materials and we can get cracking. The great thing is, the best material to build with is spruce. There is no spruce trees here, but there is a little bit of spruce planks left from this shipwreck. So I'm going to excavate all of this and use what materials we have to start building our little house. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good, people. That's not good. The scary boys are here for me. The scary boys are here. Right, let's take refuge. Let's take refuge and hide. We're going to have to hide for the rest of the night. See, this is why we need a bed. Without a bed, I'm done for. Instead of just waiting for the sun to come back up, we may as well go back down into the mine and try to get a few more resources. Maybe even get some diamonds. Who knows? I've got my big boy pants on right now. Hopefully, not too many mobs come out and try to attack me. Okay, so I see one creeper already. Let's have a little look down here. More iron. We're going to take all the iron we can get. Okay, it looks safe. Let's get this iron. Keep our eyes peeled. We'll take the gold as well, because gold apples may actually be useful in hardcore Minecraft. But as soon as it hits 6 AM, I'm going back up to the surface to get cracking, because I need to build a house. There's lots of stuff that I need to do. Have a little peek around here. It looks like it expands a lot down here, but for now, I'm just going to stick close to the area that I come from. I don't want to get lost. Have a little peek around here. Okay. There's quite a few mobs here. Oh, shit. Oh no. Oh, I panicked. But we did it. Come on, Em. Let's have it. That's him dealt with. Put a torch down. Who else is down here? Oh, dearie me. Oh, dear. Lord have mercy. These skeletons are actually very handy, because I'm going to need a lot of bones. Right. That's them two dealt with. What's around here? Anything useful? Just get it lit up. Make it nice and safe in here. Get this iron. Right, it's officially 6 AM. Let's go back up to the surface. Let's not get too greedy. Go back up to the surface and set out what we was meant to do. Build a house, destroy the rest of the shipwreck, and get things cracking. But I guess a big issue that we do have really is getting a bed sorted. I need to be able to sleep away these nights and not have them flying bat things. I don't even know what they're called after me. So that some of our wheat has grown. We're making progress. We'll use the rest of these to multiply our chicken supply. Right, I think they're all loved up now. Okay, finally, right. Let's get the rest of this cleared up and look a bit more tidy around here, and we can crack on with building our house. Perfect. I'm pretty satisfied with it being like that. I just want to, in the future, not right now, just level it out and make it a bit more flat so we haven't got a big crater or a ditch here. But from that, we've got over a stack of spruce planks. We've got some dark oak as well, which we can use towards the house to make it look a bit more pretty. Hopefully one day a wandering villager comes here and I can get some spruce saplings. Okay, so for the house, it's not going to be anything amazing yet. Just going to be a little starter house. I'm going to use probably oak, a bit of spruce, bit of cobblestone, stripped oak, just to make it look a little bit more fancy than normal. But it is probably going to be something quite basic, just for the purpose of being able to keep our head down somewhere at night. And then we've got the other problem, which I've got to face, is getting to bed somehow. But without further ado, let's stop delaying and start getting the house done. Okay, so this is the gist of it. Looking at it now, I don't actually like it too much, but we haven't got many options. I've gone with oak logs for the pillars and then stripped oak logs for the actual main foundation of the house. There are a couple of discrepancies that I'm going to have to address in the future. So I've used dark oak stairs going around and then just normal oak stairs filling it in, but I did run out of dark oak and I've had to use some spruce on that side and this side. But again, that's something I'll deal with in the future, because right now I don't have the facilities or materials to fix it. But that's basically what I'm going to go for. I'm going to do some tidying up, add some decoration, and just get the rest of it completed. I'm currently hiding out in this hole again because the phantoms, they're just attacking me left, right and centre. Is it safe to come out again? Yeah, they're burning. Have that. It's what you deserve. So the main objective right now, I need to get a few oak logs just to fill in the side of the building. There's a nice little spider here. I will kill you while I'm at it, my friend. He didn't drop me no string though, unfortunately. Yeah, I need to get a few more oak logs so I can finish the rest of the house off. And then really it's just focusing on getting a bed sorted. And I think we'll be about done for this episode. Perfect. So we got 52 logs. I think that should be just enough to finish off the exterior of the house. There we go. We just about had enough logs for each side. Pop these stairs in here quick. But like I said, this is the beta. This is the pre-alpha version of the house. I need to somehow manage to get some more dark oak to even up the rest of the house. But the important thing is, we've got somewhere where we can actually live in now. I need to tidy up the inside. I'm just going to add in like a few logs as a support beam and then a little roof. So we'll get that done. And then at night time, it is Operation Get String. And bang, just like that, we've completed the inside. The outside is basically completed apart from a few decorations. All the sides are done. So we have now got somewhere we can call a home. We just need to make a bed and put some flooring down as well. I need to transfer all my items indoors, make it look a bit more tidy out here. We really haven't got too many options for flooring inside, so I'm thinking I'm just going to use stone brick. Come on in. Hello, buddy. Been looking for you, actually. Another piece of string. 2 pieces of string to add to our collection. You got me. You come out of nowhere. What are you doing here? You're not welcome here. Oh, he's beating me up. Took half of my health. Oh my god. I was just peacefully cooking up some chicken to take with me over there to try and kill some spiders if there is any. And a baby zombie just got up me out of nowhere. Right. It is now mission to get some string. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm just hoping and praying I don't die. I just need some string. That's all I need. I see a lot of skeletons. I don't see any spiders whatsoever. I see one spider. It's going to be a dangerous mission, but it's necessary. Oh my god, there's a zombie with a sword. Come here. Oh no. Oh dear. Bad idea. Bad idea. Oh no. Very bad idea. Very, very bad idea. I'm not doing it. I'm not risking it. No way. I'm not dying now. Right. Now, the sun is coming up. I'm hoping some of the spiders are still there. There's one there at least. Please, I need your string. Didn't even drop no string. Why aren't you burning? There you go. He didn't even drop no string. Right. One piece of string over here. Creepers I can deal with. The things that cause me problems, the phantoms and the skeletons. Okay, so I'm thinking my plan of action now is to go down into the mine and see if there's any spiders in there. So while we do that, we can get resources like iron, maybe even diamonds while we're down there. The dream, the ultimate dream would be to find the mine shaft. Because there's just loads of... The ultimate dream would be to find the mine shaft because there's loads of... The ultimate dream would be... The ultimate dream would be... But the ultimate dream would be... The ultimate dream would be finding a mine shaft because there's just loads of cobwebs that I can get easy string from. Probably should have bought a little bit more food with me, but we're going for it. Okay, we've explored... Oh, I hear a spider. Where are you? Stop, you're hurting me. He's got me full time. Oh my god, bad idea. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. I'm dying. I'm dead. Oh my god. I don't think I'm ready for this. I don't think I'm ready. That was scary. It was life-threatening. Right, how has he hit me from there? That is just ridiculous. Okay. These skeletons are goated. So if I look down here, I'm hearing some scary things. We've been this way. That way's clear. I'm not liking the sound of down there. Okay, I've decided that the bed is going to be a task for the next episode. What I really want to do is just add some cute little features to the front of the house and end off the episode where we are. And next episode, I've got a good plan for what I need to do. Perfect. I don't mind that. I don't mind the design of this. There's a couple more touches that I would like to add to it in the future, but for now, I'm quite liking this. The door, I want to get a different door, but for now, I think this looks quite nice, quite tidy, quite cute. But with that being said, if you have enjoyed this video, and if you have stuck around all the way to the end, I would appreciate it so much if you could leave me a like and subscribe. I will be doing more episodes to this series. The aim is to get to 100 days. But thank you very much for tuning in, and take care. Bye-bye. I've just spent the last 1 hour and 10 minutes recording, but for some reason, OBS has decided to cut my voice out from the gameplay. Let me break down what's happened for you. There are 3 main objectives that I need to get done before the end of this episode. Number 1 is to get myself a bed, and to get a bed I'm going to need to kill a lot of spiders. You may have already seen I'm a bit of a noob at Minecraft, so to kill these spiders I have to go down into a cave and get ourselves some diamonds. And the other objective, which is the whole idea of the video, is to build a nice cozy farm for the island. But like I said, I need to go down into the mine, get ourselves some diamonds so we can get full diamond armor and a couple diamond tools. So let's get some diamonds. Okay, so now that's established, we can actually get on with what needs to be done. Let me deal with this zombie first. Right, so the 2 objectives we've got left is, the main one is to obviously transform this whole area into a nice cozy farm. But we do also still need a bed, because I literally cannot deal with phantoms anymore. And plus, I just like to sleep the night away so we can work through the daytime. No one wants to work in the dark. I've got around 3 stacks of dirt already. We're probably going to need a lot more. But what I need to do is I need to fill in this whole area so I can actually build a nice farm and get things going well. Okay, obviously, I need string to make some more wool to get a bed. I've got 1 piece of wool, 3 pieces of string. By my calculations, that means I need 5 more pieces of string, and then we've actually got a bed. I made this little contraption, which apparently would spawn spiders, but I don't think it has at all. No, it hasn't. It just looks ugly, so I'm going to tear it down. And I've noticed that this game literally likes to spawn every single mob apart from spiders. I get about 50 creepers, 70 skeletons. I've even had about 5 witches, and probably about 6 spiders in total. I'll do a quick sweep of the island and see if I can find anything. I think what I might do is I might go down into the mine, and hopefully we can find a mine shaft. As we all probably know, in a mine shaft, there happens to be lots of cobwebs, which equals easy string. And even if we don't find a mine shaft and we just find a cave, hopefully there's some spiders that spawn in there. Got a nice bit of food with us. Let's go down into the mine And I'm not coming back up until I've got enough string to make wool for a nice little bed. I'm not going to go down too deep. I'm going to stay above 0. I'm not here to get diamonds. I'm here to find a cave and a mine shaft. I can hear things twinkling. We're definitely getting closer. I don't know if you can hear it, but I definitely can. Oh, hello, buddy. You're not sneaky, my friend. Anybody else in here that want to show themselves? Haha. A cave. A very underwhelming cave. Well, that was a waste of time. Hopefully. Oh, no. It sounds scary around here. I don't know what this is, but I don't like the look of it. Is this a trial chamber? I don't even know what they look like. Oh, my God. I think it is. What's going to kill me down there? I don't even know if I want to go down there. I'm going to go down there. What is that? Ow! Ow! I'm not going down there. What even is that? I'm scared. I want to go down, but I'm scared. I don't think I should be doing this. Oh my god. Surely there's a way I could cheat this. That sounds like a lot of mobs. Hey chat. I don't know if I should be doing this, chat. I'm seeing things go by that I've never seen before in my life. Right. That does not seem like a good idea at all. I'm going to make the executive decision to leave that and come back to it at a later point. I am not prepared to face whatever's down there. I'm sorry. I'm not. Just gonna pretend I didn't see that. You guys are gonna pretend that you're gonna pretend that I didn't chicken out of it. I did clear most of this cave out, to be fair, but I still want to have a look around because there could be some hidden openings that I've not explored yet. Like up there, that looks hidden. I don't think I've explored that. I hear lots of zombiesies. I can't deal with these little baby zombies. What? Am I being mistaken, or are they just dropping out of thin air? It's only right that I go and explore. There's actually nothing up here. See a creeper and a skeleton. Ouch. Blow them up. Nice. They're doing my job for me. Thanks, guys. Oh. It's coming for me now. That looks like a very deep and dark pit. Does it lead to anything useful? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but there's some scary noises. Oh! Oh, mate. Ow! Right. That was stupid. I should not have taken damage there. But I've spotted some diamonds. What's all this scary noises about? I don't like it. I would actually rather find string, spiders, than diamonds at the moment. Seems to be a pattern going on. I keep finding a whole lot of nothing. He's got a sword. Ow! Put that down. Ow! Right, I've officially run out of food. And I've not got what I came for. Oh! It's a spider spawner! Yes! Yes! Yeah! Oh my god. I was about to go home. And a couple of chests for us as well. Some bread with food. Nice. Some seeds. String. Oh, we've done it, boys. Let's just get some more just for good measure. Oh, it's a beautiful day. It really is. We've got 15 string. We've got enough. We have made it. We've officially made it. Right. Let's make our way back home. The only challenge I've got now is finding my way home. With that being said, we have now got ourselves a bed. It's night time as well. So those little flying suckers, no more of you. Let's go to sleep for the first time. It only took us 15 days. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams indeed. That's the sweetest sleep I've had. But now, onto the more important part of the video is getting the farm sorted. I'm going to quickly harvest all the wheat that we've got here ready for us, so we can start collecting some extra seeds as well. After destroying all the wheat and replanting, it's left us with basically 2 stacks of seeds, and we've got ourselves just over a stack of wheat as well, so a nice little bit of food for us. But first things first, what we need to do is we need to fill in this monstrosity of a hole here. What the plan is for that is I'm just going to use all sorts of stone as like a bottom layer and then fill the rest of it with dirt instead of just going through and smashing it all in with 1,000 blocks of dirt. But I'll save you the boring bit of me individually placing each block. You can have a nice little time lapse. Right, so now we've filled that in, what I really need to do is start sort of terraforming the area to make it look like it blends in a bit more and sort of transform some of the sand areas. I don't want to get rid of it completely because gives it a nice island aesthetic and like a little beach vibe. But I'm loving how the water comes through here. So I'm thinking we could build some of the farm over here, and maybe like a little bridge coming over towards the house. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done before that. One thing that has just popped into my head randomly is, obviously we want to start enchanting our stuff, but we don't have cows, so I don't know how I'm going to get leather. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research for that. Okay, so I've had a nice little think of what I want to do. I'm going to do a bit of major terraforming, really. I need to transform this area so it looks more pleasant, and then build the farm, because right now it looks awful, to be fair. But anyways, roll on the time lapse. I'll catch you after I've done some incredible transformations. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half, and what I've done, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it took a while. I've planted like 3 stacks of seeds. I've completely destroyed that little ugly farm that was there and terraformed a little bit. What I want to do now is I need to plant some saplings so that the trees and the crops can grow in the background of while I'm doing other things, because the plan is to build some more buildings over here, and obviously I want to build a bridge coming up to here, and I need wood to do that, and I've literally got none. I know it doesn't look like much now, but once this is all finished, it's going to look really good. As I was saying, this is where we're at. There's quite a few crops planted, but we need to get the whole lot covered. But for now, we've made some good progress. I do want to do a little bit more transformation over here. I want to level it out and sort of make it look more smooth and rising in, but level it out over here a bit more and turn this whole area into sand, like a bit more of a beach vibe. And then we'll build the bridge coming over here. But this has been a lot of work so far. It's been like, what, 10 days since we started this? 10 Minecraft days. I've collected quite a bit of wood so far as well. We've got about 4.5 stacks. We've got plenty of sand to turn this into the beach area as well. But for now, I'm going to give myself a break from farming. I'm going to go back down into the mine and try and get ourselves some obsidian and diamonds so we can make an enchantment table. I managed to get myself 3 leather from killing the 2 llamas with the wandering trader. We have got plenty of food to take down with us into the mine. I do want to get enough diamonds, obviously, to get diamond pickaxe. I need to get some obsidian for the enchantment table, and then just a few more diamonds spare for making other tools. Our first diamond. Looks like there's a couple. Is there 3? Please be 3. Just 3 is all I want. No? Okay. Well, I suppose I can't moan. There's still a diamond. Come on. A big chunk of diamonds. That's what we needed. Spirits were running low in the camp. Oh, there's a nice chunk. That should give us... What's that? We've got 8 diamonds. That's more than enough for a pickaxe and an enchantment table now. But I'll go into more pickaxe breaks. More diamonds. See, this is why you never just give up. Never quit. 99% of miners stop mining before a big hit. Boom, baby. More diamonds. I stuck to the old myth. I had lava and I thought, come on, there's always diamonds by lava. So what that brings us up, to 17 diamonds. That's not bad for a nice little trip, that. And there is a little cave opening. We'll have a quick gander around here and then make our way back. Nah, just a dead end. But I'm not upset at all. I've got what I came for, more than what I came for actually. So we'll head back up to the surface and we can get an enchantment table made. It's probably something that I should have done ages ago, but it will speed everything up so much if we can get some decent enchants. Well, hello friend. Now, if I remember correctly, there should be lava under my base somewhere. I did hear loads of it early on. There it is. Right, let's get ourselves some obsidian. Boom. Enchantment table made. Now, it's not going to stay like this forever inside. This is just a temporary little shack for us to base up. But Let's start putting some enchants on our tools. What do we get? Efficiency 1, efficiency 1, efficiency 1. I guarantee this is not going to give me anything else other than efficiency 1. I knew I should have just stuck with it. Bane of Arthropod, sharpness. Sharpness 1. Just sharpness 1. Efficiency 1 again. Well, I did waste a few levels there, but it's a learning curve. Helmet. Unbreaking. Okay, so we've got full enchanted armor. We've got protection. We've got unbreaking on the helmet. Pretty useless. Unbreaking. We've got protection 1, protection 1, protection 1. Efficiency 1 on the pickaxe. Sharpness 1 on the sword. And efficiency 1 on the axe. It's not amazing, but that's better than no enchant. Make ourselves a diamond shovel. Oh my god. Why? I just made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 diamond shovels. Oh my god, it's 4 in the morning. I need to come off of Minecraft. Oh, at least we've still got 6 left. After that error, what are we going to get? Efficiency 1. Nice. Let's chuck a little book in and see if it gives us anything nice. Sweeping edge, efficiency 1. You know what, we'll just use efficiency. If we get an anvil, we can combine it with someone else. I've just destroyed all the crops that are ready to be harvested on the lower level, and we have got a lot of seeds. That's like 15 stacks of seeds, so I'll get them planted and I'm going to call it a night because it's 4 in the morning and I've literally just made 6 diamond shovels. I need some sleep. So after all of them seeds, I've managed to do the lower level, the middle tier, with just the upper tier to go, but I'm off to get some sleep. For me, it's going to be a nice 10-hour sleep. For you, it's going to be half a second cut. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so I've had a nice, lovely sleep. I'm feeling refreshed and I'm ready to get this farm finished today. So the plans for now is I want to finish off sort of mini terraforming this part of the farm, getting it all nice and round. Once we've done that, I'm going to make this land over here look a bit more pleasant and we can start building a couple buildings for the actual farm. And while we do this, all of our lovely crops should be growing away in the background. But with that being said, I'm not going to bore you with another time lapse because we've had like 4 of them already. I'm going to get all this in a nice lovely round shape and I'll come back to you when that's done. Okay, as you can see, I've pretty much stripped back the whole area and made it flat. That now means that we can finish hoeing the rest of this dirt off, making it a nice curve and smooth edge. But it's also handy to do because I am going to be sort of like terraforming this area myself to make it look a bit more pleasant. It was just looking all a bit horrible over here, but that's the annoying part of the way. Got a little bit of hoeing to do, which won't take us long, and then really all we're waiting for is the crops to fully grow so I can start placing the final layer of seeds. Right, I've finished hoeing the rest of the ground over there. I've just sort of built up to get a better vantage point, and I'm liking the look of this. There's a couple things that I want to do is just touch up over here and make it look like it blends in a bit more, but I like the shape and I like the size. It's big, but it's not too big, I feel. We've got plenty of space to build other things as well. But next up is obviously building some sort of buildings over here as a little farmhouse. I need to build a bridge, and I really do not like the look of this place. The only thing that I'm struggling with is we've literally got 2 wood types, and they're probably 2 of the worst ones in the game. It's just oak and birch. I have been depending on a wandering trader to come across and save my life with some spruce saplings, but no luck so far. I'm going to get on with destroying the rest of this dirt up here and then sort of making it look a bit prettier around here and blending in the biome. It's a good job that I made 6 shovels though, because I've done a lot of digging. I wonder how many dirt blocks I've actually broken. I'll get the total and I'll put it at the end of the video. Right, we have officially flattened out this whole area. Firstly, I want to fill in these little horrible, ugly holes in the ground, just so it gives us sort of a platform of what we can work with and what I actually want to do. Okay, I've done quite a bit of filling and digging. This is what I come up with so far. I think it's looking a bit more smooth now. Looks like it flows a lot better. But obviously up here, it's not all going to be flat. I'm going to add like more layers to it, more tiers. I just wanted to make it look a bit more smooth and that it flows naturally. Right, so now I want to get the rest of this area down here looking all nice and tidy, and then we can get started on fixing up this area. Right, so I've turned this area more like sandy, sort of beachy vibe, and I want to continue the feeling along the edges of that, but I'll work on that a bit later on. It's not really needed now, but I have added some grass around here just to make it look a bit more smooth and flowing. Obviously there's still some bits that we'll need adding to in the future, but I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I've mapped out the second tier for the grass that I'm going to put in here, so I'm going to fill this in. I'll come back to you when that's filled in, but overall we're making some very good progress, and that is the landscape. It's pretty much done now, to be honest. I filled in this tier. I went up another tier. Gives us a nice sized platform to start building on very soon. I've also filled the rest of the dirt in with seeds, so all the crops will start growing, and once it's all grown, it'll start looking lovely. The only couple things that I want to do now is replace these bits of dirt with sand along the shore, just to make it look a bit more realistic. Hello, turtle. So yeah, I'm gonna start filling these areas in with sand, just to give it a bit more of an island aesthetic. So the next step for me is I need to get 5 emeralds spare, so when a wandering trader comes along and has a decent sapling for me, either, well, I hope spruce or dark oak, we can just get that sapling purchased and ready to plant. But we also are going to need a lot of stone for what I've got planned, so we are going to have to head back down into the mines, unfortunately, and get ourselves loads of stone and definitely emeralds. I'm not going to bore you all with another 10-minute journey of me going down into the mine. You may get a little time lapse of me getting some stone, but apart from that, that'll be all you get. I have returned from a long mining trip, but we are very equipped now. I've got plenty of different types of stone, got some dirt if we need it. I also managed to get myself some diamonds and lots of iron nuggets, so those iron nuggets are going to be very useful, because I will turn them into lanterns instead of normal torches. But the main important thing, which I'm very happy about, and it took me ages, is we finally got a spruce sapling. After about 9 different wandering traders, we finally got ourselves a spruce sapling. The thing that was actually the hardest was getting the emeralds, because emeralds best spawn at Y level 240 or something. But most importantly, we can finally, after about 30 days, start building on the island and start making this area actually look nice and livable. Watch this. Me saying this, I'll destroy this tree and it won't give me any saplings. Thank God. 4 saplings. So realistically, the amount should just multiply and multiply and multiply each time. Oh yeah, and I made an anvil because I've got efficiency 2 on my pickaxe now, which it would have helped before I went mining, but it's useful if we need to go back down into the mine. First things first is we're going to need to smelt a lot of cobblestone, so we can get this all cooking in the background while we start working on other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by, I need to build like a fence area around the farm, just to keep it nice and safe from any nasty monsters who want to get it. I'm going to experiment with some sort of designs that I want to do, but I don't want it to be too linear. I want it to be a bit spontaneous and no real pattern to it, but make sure that it can't even speak. Make sure that it looks like it flows nicely. So we use all different types of stone that we got, but I'll give it a go and we'll see what we come back with. So this is the design that I've come up with. I used quite a different variation of types of stone. I do quite like it. I don't know what your guys' opinion's going to be, but I quite like it. And to be fair, it took me too long to go down and destroy it and tear it down and start again, so I'm not doing that. And plus I do actually like it. But that is only one small part of what we've got left to do. I still want to build some sort of bridge going over here, but I also want to add in some sort of design here so it doesn't just look like it's cut off with dirt. I want it to be like a little bit of a stone wall going on. So I'm going to get that done and we'll see how that looks. I've given it my best shot and this is what I've come up with. I think it looks nice. I think it looks natural and it blends well. But this is where the bridge is going to come over to this side. I am just thinking, I don't really like this area, but we're not going to focus on this area this episode. We could do that in the next episode. But I want to get over here done, build a nice little building somewhere over here, and build this bridge over here, and add a few little decorations to the farm, light it up a bit, and I think we'll be ready to call it an episode. Oh, you wouldn't believe how long this actually took me. It is stressing me out to the absolute max. But anyways, this is the design that I've come up with. I think that looks quite nice. The only things that I do need to touch up on will be in the next episode is this area over here. It literally just ends up in this sand here. But my plan is I need to tear all this area down and restart this side. But now we've finally got the bridge done, we can move on to the more exciting part of building an actual building near the farm. Just making it turn into an actual farm. Okay, so finally I've completed the farmhouse. I've went a bit overboard, I think. It's a bit bigger than I was originally planning, but here it is. I think this looks quite nice. I do want to add sort of a stone path coming down all the way through here, linking up to the bridge, where we can focus on the other side of the island in the next episode. But let's have a quick look inside. So I've gone with like you walk in, stairways there straight away. I haven't done too much with the upstairs, just added a couple features. I'm not overcomplicating it. This side I've gone for sort of a blacksmith sort of vibe. I've got the anvil, a couple of furnaces. We'll probably never use them. The anvil will be used. And over here just a little bit of chest storage. I did add in a couple of lanterns in the crop field as well, which I'm going to do down towards the bottom. But the next objective, like I said, is to add in a stony path, making our way over towards the bridge. And I might add in like a small little hut to the side just to fill in the space. But we're going to get started on the path. I'm not going to give you a whole time lapse for this, or maybe I will, who knows. But I'm going to get started on that, and then this episode will finally be at a close. So, I've built a path. I don't really know if I like it, but I'm going to run with it for a little while, see what you guys think. And if not, it was looking good before I added in all this mumbo jumbo. Oh, do you know what? I don't like it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to tear down all the walls because it looked good before that, but now it just looks absolutely... It looks like a mess. Okay, I've knocked down all the walls, but I've added in some pillars on the path so it lights up the path. I will add to this pathway probably in the next episode. But what I'm going to do is one final touch. It's just build like a nice little shack here by the water, like sort of like a fishing hut. Obviously for you the guys, this is going to be what, I don't know, half hour, 45-minute video. For me, this has been the process of 2 weeks and a lot of hours of recording. But we have made some pretty good progress. The only thing that I really need to get off my mind is this side of the island. It doesn't look nice at all. What I'm thinking is I want to overlap it so half of it's like in the water and then some of it on the ground as well. So I'm thinking if we just pop there, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I don't want to go too high, just something like that. And then if we add some stairs in, I'm going to need to make some more stairs. I had a close call earlier as well. You would have seen on one of the time lapses a creeper come up behind me, ambush me, almost ended this whole series. Got small stairs. Add it on this side. Oh, I hate travelling water in this game. So that'll be like the front of the shack. I want to extend it out a little bit with some planks. Not too much. I'll probably trim back this island a little bit if we just fill this in so we got a bit of flooring. But as I said, the whole purpose of this is a shack. So it's not going to be big, it's not going to be extravagant. It's just a small little shelter purely for aesthetic. It's probably not even going to have anything in it. But we do need to have a sleep. We'll come back to this in the morning. For each side with the stairs. Nice. Completely making this up as I go along, so I don't know if it's going to look any good. There's only one way to find out. What if we Add that like that. Maybe this will look good. Who knows? Boom. Strip these. Maybe have... Oh, that's why. Have some windows here. Let's finish off this roof quickly. See, look, this guy thinks he's slick. He was about to come and ruin my whole day. My whole vibe. Not happening today, my friend. Adios, amigo. Okay, that's the roof done. I don't know, it kind of looks a bit too woody for my liking. I don't know what I can do to it. Well, it is a fishing shack. It's not meant to be extravagant. I did say it's not going to be extravagant. Well, if we think of something, we can definitely change it. Maybe does that look any good? No, let's move it out to the edge. Try this. What's that looking like? It's not looking too bad. I need to get some more lanterns, desperately. I don't like this roof at all, actually. I'm going to have to tear down the whole roof. But I've changed the roof to a slab roof, and I think it looks more shack-like. I like that a lot more than the previous one. So this is the design that I've come up with for the entrance, and it'll be a little bit different for the rear, considering it'll be looking out onto the water, and I will trim down this island a bit, get rid of the trees, so it looks a bit more pleasant, because right now we're just coming out and looking at trees. Either side, I'm thinking if we just do stone brick along the bottom, and like spruce to fill, and maybe a fence window. I think that looks quite decent. We'll do the same for this side as well. Fill in the bottom so it don't look odd. There we go, that's either side done. And for the rear, I want to leave it quite open, to be fair, to give it more of a fisher hut feel. We'll add in some lanterns as well. Yeah, I like the design of that. I like it a lot. Inside, I need to fill in the floor. You'll come out, there'll be a nice ocean view with no trees. Gives it a nice aesthetic. So all we need to do now is I need to sort this island out a little bit, chop down the trees, get a bit more iron so we can make some lanterns, and that will be it done. I can confidently say that we have finally finished. I think this episode is coming to a wrap. We've built this lovely house, this huge and amazing farm, got a nice little pathway, and don't forget the almighty little fishing shack. That's all done. I have deleted some of this island, or destroyed it until I deleted, sorry. It's currently 2 AM. But I'm happy with the progress that we've made. And as always, thank you for tuning in. If you have made it this far, you're an absolute legend. I appreciate you so much. If you wouldn't mind leaving me a comment down below, letting me know what you think, what you would want me to do. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave me a like and subscribe. But without further ado, let's have a little look at what we made. And take care, my friends. Goodbye. Fellas, it is now day 69. We're closing in on the 100-day mark. If you did watch the last episode, you would have seen we've made some pretty good progress. Built this huge farm, we built a nice bridge, and you can't see because I've planted loads of trees, but we have built a big farmhouse. So this is going to be the final part of this series before I upload the movie, but we have got some things we need to get done. I'm going to be getting rid of this house, completely transforming this land and turning the whole area into a nice cozy village. I did a little bit of off-camera mining and collected some stone, some iron and a few diamonds. We don't really need the diamonds, but the iron is going to be used for lanterns. But without further ado, I think what we need to do is chop all these trees down and then get started on destroying this land here. I've got a few ideas of what I want to do to the island. Like I want to put up like a nice big wall around the island just to make it feel more safe. And I know I want to build like a pier, like a fishing pier that goes off to the island, which would serve as a dock, which will never get used because we're not allowed to leave the island, but it's just there for aesthetics really. And for that, we're going to need a lot of wood, and that's why I've planted like 450 trees. go. I'll need to make a beefy shovel because there's going to be a lot of digging of sand and dirt. Luckily, in episode 1, we made about 6 diamond shovels. So I'm going to have a little play on the enchantment table. We'll see if I can get efficiency 2, maybe efficiency 3. Bang. Boom. Nice. Efficiency 3. Unbreaking 1. That should didgeridoo. Unfortunately, I had to slaughter all the chickens because they were just annoying me. But I've got about 500 eggs. So if I want to make a chicken farm again, I can do that. But like I said, the plan now is I need to tear down this house and all this land just to make it nice and even so we can have an idea of what we want to do over here. No more delaying. We're now on day 71. We've only got 29 days left to complete what I want to complete. So let's get this all teared down and I'll see you when it's done. That took way longer than I expected. It took 3 Minecraft days to clear all that and build a small little piece of land. Now the difficult part of this is figuring out what I actually want to build over here and where I'm going to place it. I'm thinking somewhere over here we build like the pier. We'll build a few little huts and a little mine entrance as well. It's not going to be massive buildings. It's just going to be small village-like buildings around the island. I definitely want to build a pier going out into the water. I need to get rid of the sugarcane as well because I've got no use. So I'm thinking we build the pier over here, coming out this way. And I want to raise it up a little bit. I'm going to go 5 blocks wide and leave sort of like a 5-block gap between each pillar. So the pillars, they're going to look something like this. Got a 5 wide and then 5 blocks between each one as well. And I do want to build like sort of like a house on the dock as well. I'm not sure if I want to use oak slabs or spruce. So I'm just quickly going to do a little side-by-side comparison. Or what I think we could use spruce and then put a few bits of oak slabs in there just for a bit like discoloration, bit of texture. Let's get this filled up with the slabs. We actually have a platform to build off of. But to be honest, guys, I don't want to jinx it. I can't even talk again. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm surprised that I even made it to 75 days in on a hardcore series. I suppose I have kind of cheated a little bit because it's on an island and it's pretty easy to survive on an island. But at the same time, it's more difficult to get a bed. Well, if you don't have sheep, then it's very difficult to get a bed. We just fill in these gaps with slabs as well. I want to go through in a minute and add some texture with pieces of oak slab. I want to cut down on just doing time lapses every time I build because I feel like I miss out on a lot of opportunity to talk with you guys. And what I'm going to do as the fences on the pier is I'm going to do fence gate, fence, then fence gate. Just switches it up from your standard boring using fences going all the way along. And I hope I've made enough. Look at that, perfect. Made just enough. And I'm literally just going to plonk stone brick slabs on each pillar to raise it up a little bit. And we can also place lanterns on each of the fence posts to make it nice and bright, because you know in real life you'd want your dock or your pier to be bright so ships can sail in, not crash into it, but also know where they're sailing into. I want to test what does it look like if I place a slab on each of the centerpieces. I think that gives it quite a nice touch. And maybe if we put a fence on each one, I think that gives it a nice aesthetic. Take a step back and see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks really nice actually. I like that. We'll go and do the same to the other side. I'm just thinking I might go out one more section so it goes down into the deeper part of the ocean. For this pillar, because it goes down quite a bit deeper, I've just put a slab there because you won't even be able to notice it when you're looking at it from afar. I might just even up slightly here because it looks a bit strange that it's just sand there. Let's get that replaced and we'll place some logs in there. Let's have a little look. Yeah, that's looking nice. We filled the rest of this one in. Let's place the fences down and add the slabs on each side. Place the lanterns down. Let's have a little peek at what it looks like from the side. Yeah, I think that looks really nice actually. And what I want to do is I want to build sort of like a hut sort of house here. So when you come in from fishing, you get your head down or whatever, store all your fish away for the day, and make your way home. I'm actually running out of spruce, so we're gonna go get some more trees, get some more wood, go back to the pier. What have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit stacks of spruce logs. That should definitely be enough for what I've got planned. So as you can see, I've started expanding over this way, because this is where the hut is going to be. But what I need to do is I need to remove this little patch of grass that I made, and I'll use that grass over there to elevate it so it's not all flat over here. I'm going to get this bit destroyed and we can carry on with what we're doing over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill all this area with slabs so we can get the foundation of what we're gonna build for the little fisher hut. What I'm thinking is we can start the building here, like the inside, and we go up like maybe 7 blocks, and then here we go up 5 blocks, so we have a bit of elevation difference, so it doesn't look just like a complete block. And I'm thinking for the lower layer of wall, we'll just use stone brick, keep the theme that we got going on around the island. And just like that, it's night time again. Another day will be passed. Instead of wasting the day though, I think a good idea would be light up the area and work through the night. These are 23 crucial days now. I'm thinking we fill in with oak, which we can then strip. That might give a nice little colorway to the whole place. So we'll come to the executive decision that I'm going to widen this area, because I started building the roof and it just looked a bit odd, a bit funky. It didn't really fit in. But I'm literally doing this all freehand, basically. I'm doing this whatever comes to my head. I'm going with the flow. I'm going to go with a slab roof for this bit. It may be stairs on that bit. I don't know yet. I'm just going to see what it looks like. And I think I'm going to use slab as the outline, and then use oak as the infill to match what we got going on here. So this is the roof design that I've gone for on the higher bit. It doesn't look great from the back, but that's because we got to add in some decoration to finish off this area. But if we go out to the edge of the pier, we can see that it looks quite nice, I think. I don't know what you guys think, but I quite like it. Obviously, we do need to add some decoration, add some lighting, make it look a bit more homely, and most importantly, make it accessible. So this will be like the main entrance area. We'll have a little staircase going up, that sort of thing. But we're on day 79. We've got 21 days, and we've done some serious progress in the past, I'd say 5, 6 days. So I've gone ahead and changed the design. I've used deep slate around the edge and spruce in the actual center of the roof. I just think oak didn't look like it fit too well. But now that's done, obviously we need to make an entrance, finish off the inside, and also build a little entrance area to get onto the actual pier. It's not going to be anything too grand, just something nice and simple, like a walkway coming up here. We'll put in some like stone brick wall around here to make it look more aesthetically pleasing. But I'm going to get that done. I'll come back to you when I've figured out some sort of design and see what it looks like from there. I'll give this rough design. This is what I've come up with. We'll definitely add more to it as we go along, but for the moment we need to focus on getting this whole area finished. We need to add in fences between each bit, place some more slabs down, make a nice entrance, and then once we finish this we can move on to some other projects around here. Just going to fill in the rest of the gaps with more spruce planks, do on each side, going all the way around. But so far I'm liking the look of this design that I've come up with. I think it's looking very nice, if I must say. Spruce, fence, we've got fence gate, fence gate, bang, bang, bang. Like that all the way along. Keep it nice and symmetrical. Right, that's all added up and even now. Lovely, I like that. Just added a lower layer of spruce here. So like in real life, you could just sit on it, dip your feet in the water, or sit on it, cast your rod out, catch some fish. Lovely jubbly. Now for the entrance, I'm not going for anything too grand. I've just continued the sort of same pattern here. If we just put some stairs on either side, like so, keep it nice and even. Then maybe put a barrel on each side and a nice little fence post on either side. Plonk a button on each side, and I think that looks quite good. Just a nice humble entranceway. And here, we don't need no doors. It's open to the public. I think that looks very good, actually. Now, for the inside, again, I'm not overcomplicating things. Just a nice, simple design. I've added in sort of like an archway going into this area. Some stone brick slabs, some walls, a few trapdoors and a couple lights and a barrel. That's literally it. Realistically, it's just me on this island. I wish there was villagers, but maybe that's something we could achieve in the next 100 days. But for now, I like this design that I've gone with here. I can confidently say I'm happy with how this has gone. I'm really happy. I like it. What I'm quickly going to do is I'm going to add a bit more of a curvature to the crop field here, because I think it looks odd just being completely flat here. So I'm going to add a curvature, and I'm thinking, I'm not sure yet, I might add like a walkway through going up to the house there that way, instead of having to go all the way through there. I'll have a think about it. We'll see what it will look like, but firstly, let's get this curvature added. I'll come back to you when that's done. Okay, so I've added in some curvature, as you can see there. What I'm thinking is doing a little pathway going up, winding the way through up into this area of the island. I don't know what these guys are doing. Please, can you leave me alone? But yeah, I think it's not going to be massively wide, maybe just 2-3 wide. I'm going to give it a go, see what it looks like. If it doesn't look nice, then we could just replant everything and start again, but I would imagine it will look nice. I've built the outline. I'm using leaves, so I need to get some like different textures in there, so I've planted some oak saplings over there, but I quite like how the outline's going. I'm going to fill in the actual pathway with different variations of stone like I have done over there, but I think it gives it a nice touch, a nice feature, instead of just being one big crop field, because realistically in real life, how would you access the crops if you've got nowhere to walk through it? I'm going to have a sleep though, because these guys are back and I cannot deal with them. I've just noticed that my mic was sitting on an angle, so I do apologise if the audio, well, I hope the audio is okay, but I apologise if it doesn't sound up to scratch. It wouldn't be too bad because it was just tilted slightly to the right, but fingers crossed it hasn't ruined the whole video. Right, okay, I'll finish the pathway, and looking at it from above, it looks how I want it to look, and I think it looks quite nice. I don't know what about you guys think, but I think that gives it a nice feature. And we can add the stone path, we can continue it on towards the bridge. And then another branch going towards a little pier or fishing hut. I think next up on the to-do list is to convert this tiny little horrible mining hole into an actual space, like a mining hut. Now, I haven't got too many ideas of what or how I can do something here. I'm going to have a little think, and then I'll come back to you when I've got a decent idea, and we'll go from there. So this here is officially the entrance to the mine, and as you can see, it's literally just a staircase going down. I need to transform this into something a bit more magnificent. What on earth was that? I have no idea. But back to the task at hand. I'm thinking, shocker, we're going to use spruce logs again. You never would have guessed that. And if we just go 5 wide, gives it a nice bit of space between each area. Why is that zombie just chilling at the bottom of the ocean? Does he not know he can swim? Can zombies swim? I have no idea. Just go up 1, 2, 3, 4. What I want to do is I want to go 1, 2, 3. What? Go back 2. 1, 2, 3. And then just go out 1 like that. And do the same on the other side. Oh. Leave me alone. All of you. I need to light up that island. It's becoming a safe haven for mobs. A good few minutes coming up with a roof design, and this is what I've come up with. You can see the top here. I've used deep slate bricks and spruce around, but if we go down to ground level, and I think that looks quite nice. I think that looks decent. We do need to fill in these areas. We're going to use some stone just to give it the mine vibe. But let's get this filled in, and I'll come back to you when that's filled in and see what we want to do next. What I've done, I've reversed the roles. I've used spruce as the lower level. I've put stone brick as in the wall filler. I've left some holes here which we can just put some fences in for some fence windows. But we need to actually work on getting into the mine. And just like that, we are done with the mine. For the outsides, I've Added a couple barrels, a couple trapdoors, a few fences, nothing too major, but it gives it a nice aesthetic. And when you go in, it's literally just an empty building to go into the mine, because I'll probably add in a couple furnaces just for aesthetic, but apart from that, goes back down to the original staircase, which leads us to our old mine. But that is now another building ticked off of the list. We've still got lots of space here of things that we can do. I'm a bit stuck for ideas for what I'm going to do next, but I'm sure it will come to me. Just chilling, looking at what I've built. I've literally just seen there is an Enderman in my house. Bro, you don't pay rent. Get out. No, I'll flatten this area because it's just going to make my life 10 times easier. We do need to destroy all this, but I'm thinking for this area, just placing a few huts around, like small little shelters or houses, just for aesthetic. And then maybe just we'll do one more big project, like a big house, maybe on an island over there. We can expand the island or join them up there. I don't know yet, but for now, I want to build a few more shacks around here to fill in space. And maybe while I'm doing that, something will come to me. I've just started laying out the foundations of where I'm going to put buildings, but I've realised I'm going to need a lot more deep slate for what we'll have planned for the roofs and things. So I'm going to jump down into the mine, get as much deep slate as possible, and come back and start getting on with my projects up here. I've made some humble progress, not serious progress, but I've built a few shacks around the island, a couple down here. It's nothing too major, just nice and simple. Gone with a deep slate roof, spruce border, and if you go inside, literally just a slab, a furnace, and a barrel. But it's the exact same for this one over here. Without going all the way up there, you can see I've built one next to the big house. But next up on my to-do list, I want to build something over here, and to do that, I'm probably going to need to extend the island out a little bit and fill this bit in here, just so we got a nice area to build on, because I need to get rid of all of these chests and furnaces that are just dotted around the island and make it like a dedicated building where I can go and get all my stuff. And I don't want it on opposite sides of the island either, because if I'm working down there, I don't want to have to run all the way up here to grab it and vice versa. But with that being said, we've only got 12 days left until this 100 days is up, so I need to get cracking. I have not got long left at all. I've destroyed all of the sand in the area and replaced it with dirt and extended a little bit, but not too much. I've literally got no idea what I'm going to build out of this house, but I'm going to... Jesus, I have a frog in my throat. I'm going to get cracking, start building. I'm not going to waste any more time. You are going to see a nice little time lapse of me building this house. It's going to be completely freehand, come to mind as I build. But let's go. Right, I've gone for something a little bit different. I'm not sure if it looks different to you guys, but this is what I've come up with. This is going to be where I'm keeping chests for storage and things. It's literally just going to be a storage type thing. But when we go in, it's not going to be massive. All we need is room for chests, so I can stick double chest here, double chest here, double chest here, double chest. You get the gist. And we can go upstairs, and even if we need more space, we can put some more chests in here. I'm going to get rid of all this grass on the floor here, replace it with, I don't even know yet, probably spruce, you could have guessed. And then we can start placing some chests and move all our crap into the chest. Nice, so I've got in 12 double chests on both of these sides. I've added in some trapdoors and stairs just to give it a nice little archway. But I have noticed that I'm running very low on spruce wood. In fact, I've got all of this in my inventory is what I've got left, so I'm going to have to plant a load of saplings. I'm going to plant a load of saplings, and while I'm waiting for them to grow for future builds, I can start transferring our items into the chest house. Right, okay. I've finished transporting all of my items. transporting all of my items into the chests instead of just having random chests floating around the island. But there are a few things left on my to-do list before the 100 days is up. I need to fill in some of the space over here to give it more of a sort of a village looking aesthetic. Maybe put some small huts here, some like market stalls, which things you would see in a older village. I want to put a little building here, just add some aesthetics to the entrance of the pathway here, and I want to build something on this island over here. I'm not going to waste any time, guys. I'm going to get straight into it. I'll come back to you when I make some progress and see where we're at, just to walk you through. I can't talk. I cannot speak whatsoever. Just to walk you through a few things that we've done. Time is running very short, guys, but I have added sort of like a small little tavern area where you can go in, serve your customers. They can come inside if they want to, if it's raining, or they can get a drink from outside and continue on with their day, most probably fishing or farming, because that's all we've got to this island. And a couple stalls where they can sell fish or wheat. But this island, realistically, it's just me going insane. It's just me on my own imagining that I've got friends. But actually, another feature while I'm at it is I've added in some friends, because I went a bit crazy and murdered all my other ones. I kept a lot of eggs spare, so I threw a bunch in there, and I've got 4 little babies to be my friends now. But like I said, time is of the essence, and I need to figure out what I'm going to build over there fast. I've had a quick think, because we haven't got much time left at all. I'm thinking we go for like a round sort of building, some sort of like watchtower that will watch over the whole island and look out to sea, like a lighthouse, but not a lighthouse. For that, I'm going to need stone brick, more spruce, if you couldn't guess already. So I need to get cracking. I need to start smelting some stone up and start getting the base done. I'm going to go with a stone brick base for this. It's going to be a 10 diameter, well 10 block diameter for the base. I haven't figured out what I'm going to fill it in with yet. That's just going to come to me as I go. Like I said, I really haven't got much time left to complete this before the 100 days is up. Come to the executive decision that the watchtower doesn't need to be this wide. It's a small little island that we really haven't got the space for that. We're going to go for a 7 block diameter instead. Something like this on the lower level, and we can always go out a level when we go up. But I am going to bless you guys with a nice little time lapse, because I haven't got any ideas of what I want to do. So it's just going to flow naturally for me, and I can't waste any more time. So enjoy the time lapse. I'll see you when it's done. So that was quicker than expected. I've built the tower, and at first glance, I'm liking the look of it. There's a couple of things I need to do is just add in some more texture going up the tower and along the top. I need to add in a few extra decorations as well and that sort of thing. And maybe I can work on the roof a little bit to make it look a bit more round looking. But aside from that, this island is now looking really nice. Very nice, actually. I've added some stone brick stairs going around the top of the tower, because I feel like it blends in a little bit more and it looks a bit better. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and add some like fences and things just to make it look a bit more aesthetically pleasing. I'm going to pop some fences on each corner here and just fill the little gap with a slab and see what that looks like. I think it should look good, but I won't actually know until I go down and look at it. Maybe if we do the classic fence gate, normal fence sort of vibe over here. See what that looks like. And I'll try something with walls on that side so we can have a comparison of each two and which one looks better. We'll go with, let's go down, get another perspective of it and go from there. From first glance, I'm feeling the stone walls more than the wood fence. That doesn't look like it fits in too nice, so I'll go up and have a little play around and see what we can come up with. And I do need to add some more texture in to the walls of the tower as well. Also added in a couple stairs on each corner just to give it more sort of like a pillar vibe. I've gone with obviously the stone brick walls, and I've just connected it up to each wooden pillar up here, so we can have a little look out, watch over the island, keep things safe, see if any pirates are invading. I'm gonna go ahead and add some trapdoors onto the exterior of the tower up here, just to give it a nice little bit of texture, a change of things on it as well. Maybe if I put some oak ones here, and we'll do the same for all the way around. You know what? I really quite like this, to be fair. I know it's quite plain, simple and boring, but at the end of the day it is just a watchtower. I suppose I do have to add some sort of bridge going over to it, because think about the people who will be on watch. They're not going to be very happy about having to swim through the water. I wouldn't be. I don't know what you guys would think. Let's build a small little bridge. It's not going to be as extravagant as this. Just a little bridge going over so they can access the watchtower. Going to be going with similar style as the other bridge. Use spruce, probably some stone brick going over like I have with the whole island. A plonk stone brick slab on each pillar here. Maybe put a stone brick wall underneath, or let's try a wooden fence and see what that looks like. We'll go with stone brick. I think stone brick suits it a bit better. And this is the final design. I've added in some trapdoors. I've put some little buttons on it for a bit of texture differentiation. This is why I don't attempt big words, because they ain't going to come out right. Just for a bit of texture. A couple of signs. I've moved out the post a little bit, added in some slabs. Bada beam, bada boom. Just a small little bridge, nothing too extravagant. Let's clean up this part of the island here, get rid of all these furnaces and stuff. Suppose now I'll just add a little entrance way to the watchtower. Maybe pop a lantern on either side. Just something simple like that. You go in, it's literally empty. Just go up, have a little watch. This building is going to be completely useless to us. We're never going to use it, really. But it's just for aesthetic, just to make the island look a bit better. But with that being said, we've got 2 days left, and I'm done with all the buildings that I want to do. It's just I want to add in some grass on the grassy areas, because it looks a little bit plain at the moment. But to do that, I'm going to need bone meal. So I need bone, and I haven't got any bones. Let me go down into the cave, murder some skeletons in good old fashion, and get some bone meal. Imagine if I die on day 98 to a skeleton. That would be something that I would do. Let's not jinx it though. I just hope that I haven't lit it up too much, that no mobs are going to spawn down here. There should be some around this way. Here, skeletons, where are you? Where are you? Is that one? It is. Of course you have to be wearing armour. I missed. I missed. I'm choking. That was not a good start. 2 bones. Happy with that. Any skeletons around here? No. We'll get some XP while we're at it though. Any bones? 4 bones. That's 12 pieces of bone meal. Making some progress. 6 bones. I think that would do. If there's any more on the way out, we'll just pick them off and salvage their bones. Let's just start bone mealing up this place. Here we go. This is looking lively already. What happens if I use it on here? Nothing. And the last piece. Where should I put it? Over here. Eh? Where on earth have these pigs come from? This island did not have pigs. I'm baffled. If only it was cows and they came on day 1. That would have made me so much happier. It is day 99. The last day before 100 days is up. Look at all the progress we have made. Let's go up into our watchtower and just admire our island. And here she is, in all of her beauty. Wow. Let's take a tour of the beautiful island. Let's just see what we have created from nothing. We'll start in the first building that we made. Oh, it's raining. Really setting the scene well. We go in. We've got our small blacksmith area over here. and a little chest shelf. Nothing amazing, completely empty, will never be used. We go upstairs, we got our bed and another empty room. Me and my wife live here together. She's lovely, she's harmless. Sorry about that. We'll move on, take a stroll down through our farm. This was where it all began. Our food, our journey, all stemmed from this farm, which leads us onto our dock. More emptiness, loneliness, no people, no friends. But at least we can go out, sit on the edge of the pier, and look at more emptiness. Wow, it's beautiful, isn't it? And after a hard day, speaking to nobody and looking at nothing, we move on to our village. We got our 2 stalls occupied by nobody, and our house. My friends here, they're all lovely. Oh, and they've just had a baby as well. Congratulations. We have Junior out there, just chilling in the water. And the entrance to our mine. Wow, this mine has gained us a lot of power. But hey, after hard days in the mine, all fishing, you can go into the tavern and drink by yourself. You can even serve yourself on the other side if you like. And once you've drunk yourself under the table, you can walk over the bridge and go into the chest room and leave all your belongings and things you've collected from the day. Wow. And then finally, we go over our bridge and we spend the night watching the sunset over our beautiful and lonely island. With that being said, on this lovely rainy day, as the beautiful sunset goes down, let's take our final walk of this 100 days and wake up on day 100. We done it, baby. We survived 100 days on the deserted island in hardcore Minecraft. If you did enjoy this movie and you have made it this far, leave me a comment down below saying rainbow. Well, thank you very much for tuning in and take care. Bye bye.